Hi everyone, welcome back to Lincoln Center Pop-Up Classrooms. My name is Miss Yvonne and I'm so excited to dance with you all today. So today we're going to be focusing on two different styles of dance, house and West African. And we're going to be talking about how we can fuse the two together to create kind of like a new fusion style, okay? So along with the work that we're going to be doing today, as far as creating dances, we're also going to be looking at a work of art called Grace, which is performed by the Alvin, Ailey American Dance Theater and choreographed by Ronald K. And in this piece, he took different styles and music and mixed it all together to kind of create his own vocabulary. So we'll be looking at what that looks like in just a little bit. But first, to start us off, I'm going to let you know what you need. So for today's classroom, all you need is yourself, some space. You might also want to grab a little bit of water, and then you can either be wearing sneakers or you can be barefoot like me. Either one is fine. Now, here's the breakdown for today's workshop. We're going to start off with a nice, quick, easy warm-up. You can just follow me. I'll talk you through everything. After that, we're going to start exploring different fundamentals with house dance and West African dance. We'll learn a couple steps. Take a look at the video clip that I have selected for us today to see how Ronald K. fused the two different styles together. And then it'll be our turn to try it. So we'll focus on trying to build something together as we blend these two styles together, and then we'll share at the end. Now, if you know somebody who might like this video and like learning this different kind of styles of dancing, please, please, please share the video with them today. You can just press the button and share the video. And when we get done dancing today, we want to see what dances you came up with. So please use the link in the description to send us your videos. All right, I think we're ready. If you're ready, give me a thumbs up. Okay, let's hit this warm up. We're gonna start with some simple, easy isolations, working our way down the body. Just follow me, here we go. 5, 6, 7, and look right. Then left, right, then left. You got it, right, then left, right, then left. Now up and down, up, then down, up, then down, up, then down. Now we're gonna tilt side to side. Nice and easy, really waking up the body. Okay, roll your head around in a circle, and then you can roll it the other way. You got it, good job. Shoulders up and down, up and down. Now can you go a little faster? There you go. Roll them back, take it nice and easy, and roll them forward. You got it. Now you're gonna go right and left, moving the rib cage a little faster. You got it. Now we're gonna go out to the front and then back. You can also bend your knees a little bit. Now go a little faster. Okay, now we're gonna focus just on the knees, bending them. We wanna make sure that we can get nice and grounded today. Now we're gonna take a little tap with the heel to the front. You got it. Okay, now we're going to march it out. We're getting ready to do some jumping jacks. Now, if you need to make a modification, instead of jumping, you can just go out, then in, out, then in, okay? If you're able to do some jumping, let's hit these jumping jacks. Here we go, in 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Good job, take a deep breath in, and out. One more deep breath in. And slowly let it out through the mouth. All right, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Okay, guys, that was our warm-up. It's time to jump into the next section of our workshop today, which is going to be exploring some fundamentals of house dance and West African dance. We're gonna start off with house dance first, all right? Now, the first thing I want us to know when we're talking about house dance is connected to house music. And house music has a very, very particular sound. Okay, and it has a certain beat. That bass beat drives the music, and it also drives the dancing that you do to this style of music, okay? So we're gonna listen to the music in just a little bit, but for right now, I want you to focus on trying to get your body to get a bounce to it, okay? So we're gonna start with just bending our knees, okay? A nice easy bend, and I want you to think about maintaining this bounce as you're bending your knees the whole entire time. With all the movements that we're doing, you wanna make sure you have somewhat of a bounce to it, okay? So we're gonna just bounce it out, bounce it out. Now, along with bouncing, I want us to think about moving our body in almost a circular motion, okay? And we're gonna do what's called a jack. This is a move in house dance, okay? It's kind of that basic root and principle, okay, that underlies all house movement, okay? You wanna make sure you have a jack. So you're gonna think about your body. Every time you bend your knees, you're gonna think about your body kind of going forward and you're kind of going in this circular motion, okay? So you bounce it out, okay? There you go, just like that. Try it on your own now. Are you trying it? Okay. So along with this, you can add other things to it. You can add your heel tapping to the front, okay? The same way that we did in our warm-up. So we're gonna try that now. So start off with your bounce, okay, with your jack. Your body's going forward as you bend your knees, okay? And now you're gonna try to add a heel to that. And heel, 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 heel. Okay, so two of the main principles of house dance is that you want to keep this bounce going, okay, this jack movement, and then there's usually a lot of footwork that's happening. So the movements there's a bounce to them, okay, a bounce, and then the feet are doing a lot of cool things. Now, we just did something very simple, which is just the heel step to the front. But if you ever look up any videos on YouTube, you'll see people doing all kinds of cool stuff, going front and back and forth, kicking, spinning, all kinds of cool things, okay? So, with house dance, we want to make sure that we are having our foot movements down, and I'll teach you a few in just a little bit, and then we also want to make sure we have that jack, okay? I'll turn to the side so you can kind of see the motion that's happening, okay? It's a little circular motion, yeah? So that's house dance. Now, we're going to switch gears, and we're going to go to West African dance. So there's a lot that I can talk about here, but just a few things that I want you to keep in mind as we're doing our West African movement is that first I want you to be grounded, okay? So that means you're going to have to bend your knees and also slightly lean forward a little bit, okay? So you don't want to be straight upright. You want to bend your knees, lean forward a little bit, okay? Because you're trying to get closer to the ground, okay? That's where everything is coming from. We're getting everything that we need from Mother Earth, from the ground, okay? So you want to be close to it. Now, along with that, you want to think about using your whole body when you do the movements. So if you're moving with just like the arms, you also want to maybe throw your head in it, okay? So that the head is also going along with you. And then you also want to make sure whatever's happening on that lower body, that your legs are going full out. So hands, arms, legs, feet, everything. When you're doing West African dance, the movement should be big, okay, explosive. You're using your whole body. And then last but not least, you want to also make sure that you are using your back. Your back should be rolling and moving and doing all kinds of things. It should not be stiff and just straight up and down like a board, okay, when we're doing our West African dance. So let me show you a movement really quick. Say if we took a movement where we're stepping out to the side and our arms are going out and in like this, okay? I also want to make sure that I keep my knees bent and I'm leaning forward a little bit so I'm close to the ground. I'm going to add my head so that I'm really doing a full body movement, and I'm also going to add my back. So as I press out with my arms, I'm expanding in my chest, throwing my arms, arching my back, and then I bring it in. So I'm really using that full body there, but it's really focused on the back, okay? Because if you don't have the back, you don't have it. You don't have the step. So you need to make sure you have those things. So when we're talking about house dance, we want to make sure that we have that bounce, okay, that's going to go with the bass and the music, and that we're doing some things with our feet, okay? We're moving around, we're not just staying in one place. And then with West African dance, we want to make sure that we are grounded, using our full body, and are using our back, okay? So those are our fundamentals. Get ready to learn some steps. Here we go. Just follow me. We're going to start off with just bending our knees. Here we go. Get ready. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and just start off with your bend. Okay, a little bounce, and with the jack, okay? Now you can add a heel to it. Here we go, add a heel. You got it. Can we go a little faster? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. You got it. Now we're gonna chuck it out. Here we go, chuck. Other side. Other side. Other side. Can we travel with it? So now we're gonna keep that same movement, but just move it side to side. You got it. One last movement. Push, ball change. Push, ball change. Push, ball change. Push, ball change. As you're pushing your arms away from your body. As you do that, your foot is gonna open and then cross behind, and then you fall on the front foot, okay? Push, ball change. Push, ball change. Push, ball change. push, ball change. All right, we got it? One more time? Okay, here we go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and. There you go, hit your jack. Heel to the front. You got it. A little faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. Chug it out. 1 and 2. Other side. Here we go. Push, ball change. Push, ball change. Push, ball change. Push, ball change. All right, those are our house dance steps. If you need to practice that one more time, feel free to pause the video, rewind, and go over those steps again before we move on to our West African steps. All right, guys, it's time to learn some West African dance steps. I hope that you're so excited. We're going to start off with just a nice little easy walk. Bending the knees, okay, leaning forward slightly. Okay, you can just walk in place. The arms can be free, just swinging them back and forth. You got it. Now the feet are going to go out to the side, then in. Also swinging the arms, using the back. You got it. Can we go a little faster? Hey, you got it. Nice and easy. Now take it back to your walk. Hey. Now, I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see. We're going to extend our foot behind us, then bring it in. Extend behind and bring it in. You're going to do the same arm, same leg, circling back, okay? Nice and easy. Do it with me nice and slow. You got it. This arm just goes around and then it can come back on the leg or it can come to your heart center, okay? Either one is fine. You also want to make sure that you're using your head as well. So then it goes back, bring it in. Back, bring it in. Nice and easy, guys. You got it? A few more. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to your walk. Hey. Okay, so those are West African movements that we're going to be learning today. That's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you need to, rewind the video. You can practice them again. But now we're about to look at an amazing clip from Grace, which was choreographed by Ronald K on the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. I hope that you guys really enjoyed the clip. Make sure you're looking out for some house moves, some West African moves. Look to see how he's using these two different genres of dance to come together, blend together to create his own voice and his own message with this piece. Okay, check it out.
Stand, clap your hands, be the one to show your love, overflowing, 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 Gabriel, babe. That's when Gabriel play.
really enjoyed that clip of Grace, choreographed by Ronald K on the Alvin, Ailey American Dance Theater, okay? Were you able to find some influences of house dance and West African dance in the movements of the dancers? Some things that I saw were definitely the dancers moving their bodies rhythmically to the beat of the music, so it definitely had a nice steady bass beat in there, and I saw the dancers were jumping rhythmically to that beat, to that music. I also saw a lot of foot movements, some traveling behind, crossing behind the other, turning around themselves, okay, traveling from one side of the stage to the other. Along with that, happening on the bottom half of the body, on the upper half of the body, there were these different arm movements, and the dancers were dancing full out, using their whole body, using their head, low to the ground, sometimes high, reaching up, definitely overall telling the story, which is what was really happening in this piece. So, one thing that really stood out to me as I watched the entire piece was a beautiful, beautiful story of Earth and the Mother God and her coming with her angels to help the people on Earth. And so it was a beautiful, beautiful story of trial and tribulations, but also overcoming that and being able to reach a breakthrough. So I greatly enjoyed the piece. I hope that you guys are going to check out the full piece later on. You'll see it posted on our website, okay? But now let's jump into our own experience now of trying to fuse these two different dance styles together. So get ready to build. Here we go. So before we learn a dance phrase, I just wanted to take a little bit of time really trying to see if we can blend these two different styles of dance together on our own, okay? So we're gonna do a simple, basic, just house step, okay? Keeping a nice, simple groove here. Okay, you can start by just bending your knees, okay? And just groove it out here. And even just with this step, if we have this bounce, how can we maybe add some West African influences to just this steady bounce that we're doing right here? Maybe it's reaching an arm up and out every time we bounce. Maybe you're reaching both arms. Maybe you're turning to the side and coming up in the middle. Okay, so that's one thing that you can do. That's what I really want us to try to do right now. So we're exploring, we're taking these two different styles and seeing how they can blend together. So why don't we try another step, okay? So we just took a simple jack. Maybe we can try our push, ball change, push, ball change. How do you guys think we can maybe change this up a bit, add a little West African influence to this step, okay? Maybe it's just to get lower, okay? And make it even bigger, even more exaggerated, okay? Getting lower to the ground. Maybe when we do the ball change, we add another arm there, okay? Opening it up, really feeling the movement. That's another thing that you can do. What are some of your ideas? I would love for you right now to maybe take a pause from the video and record yourself trying different house movements, maybe adding some West African arms or different things that you might have saw in the video, or working with me in your own exploration. Take some time to try some things, record yourself, because we're going to need that later as we get ready to build our own dance phrase together, okay? So pause the video, try some things, experiment, put some fun music on, record yourself, and then come back. Okay, I hope that you guys had fun exploring. Now we're going to start to build and really put these two ideas together, okay? So I'm going to give us some steps based on my own exploration. Feel free to add in your own version, okay, your own ideas. We would love to see what those look like, okay? So here we go. This is going to be our phrase that we're going to do for today. We're going to start with a nice, easy jack. 5, 6, 7, and just bend it out. Bounce it out. You got it. Hey. Now add a heel to the front. Here we go. You got it. Okay? Now we're going to go out to the side. Nice and easy. Then we're going to take it around. Stay there. Now the other way. You got it. Here we go. Bounce it out. You can add a step as you bounce it out. Swinging the arms. Okay? Take it to the heel. Feel free to move the arms how you wish. Reaching. Now we're going to go out to the side. Here we go. 8. Make sure you move your back. Nice and easy. Take it around. You got it. Other way. We're going to try that one more time. Bounce it out. Now add a heel. You got it. Out to the side. And in. Okay, take it on around. You got it. Other way. You got it. Now feel free to freestyle, add your own movements in there, okay? You can do some lifting arms up, okay? Some different ball changes with the feet, okay? You can do our push move, fast or slow. Anything you want, try some new things. You got it. Hey, come on, you got it. There you go. Hey. Okay, I hope you guys had fun dancing with me today. I had a blast dancing with you all. Make sure you tune in every day at 2 p.m. on the Facebook page. You can catch another workshop with another teaching artist, hopefully teaching you a few cool things, okay? So hope you enjoyed this, have fun, and I will see you next time. Oh, make sure to submit your videos. We want to see how you look. See you next time.